Yeah, I thought I'd do a little video, guys. I've come to another life decision. I've decided I'm going to give up the weed. I've got to give up the weed, the energy drinks, the coffee. Um, and what I'm also going to do, I'm going to give up the tobacco. I'm going to go on to the vape things. Um, Not too sure how hard it's going to be because, to be honest, the weed, even though the medical people will sit there and they'll sit there and diss the weed all day long. I've noticed that within the ADHD world. Um, oh, you really shouldn't be smoking that, Phil. Um, Apart from one, the guy that assessed me, the doctor that assessed me, I explained to him that throughout the years of being undiagnosed with autism and ADHD, it's only been the weed that's ever got me moving. So I have to be honest, as a 51-year-old guy, I'm quite honest. There's no reason for me to sit there and bullshit them doctors. And I explained to them that weed's probably been my only friend, man, growing up, helping me like calm, calm down and get active. If it weren't for the weed, man, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be up the graveyard, man, if the truth be told. And I think as the years go on, it'll be introduced and used a lot within the autism and ADHD world. It's used now medically um, for people with what is it? What's that? I used to look after this couple that had MS, multiple sclerosis. Um, yeah. Anyway, it's just got midday on a Sunday. I've just put the heating on to warm the house up, so I've got my hood up. Not that it's freezing in here. It's just comfy with it up. Got a little bit more weed to smoke, and then that's it, I think. Finish my tobacco off. It's got to be done. Then I've got to readjust all my medication that I'm on because I was quite a big guy when I started taking all these meds. They've wasted me away, which is one of the reasons I've got to make drastic changes in my lifestyle. Because I don't really like the way it's going. I've started putting on weight now, um, which is one of the side effects of the medication. The ADHD meds are also used for to treat people that binge eat. So you're fighting a battle as soon as you get on them, really. So I'm just going to put the phone over here, guys. Just put my jeans on. I'm still here. It's quite cold in Kent today. Raining outside. Not that I'm doing a lot today. Um, yeah, it's raining. All soggy and wet out there. Some socks on. Still feel a bit groggy from that bottle of Bailey's. Definitely couldn't be like my dad and my granddad. Obviously, me and my dad and my granddad all got ADHD, and each one went for their poison of choice. Obviously, my granddad went for the booze, my dad went for the booze, and I've gone for the drugs. Obviously, there's more drugs available when I was growing up in the 80s, which was when I smoked my first puff on a spliff. I think I was 15. Yeah, I was 15. Many years ago. But obviously the puff back then was a lot different than super weed that's about today. But yeah, back when I started, it was all very hush hush and wasn't as nobody spoke about drugs. It was a very underground thing. Now it's just everywhere. It's ironic that I've been nicked for having drugs and that on me in my lifetime, and it's ironic now that I'm on them on prescription legally. Crazy. And they're giving these out to the kids as well. I don't know how the kids are getting on with them. All I can say is they change your body. If you feel physically fit, like I was, obviously amphetamine's performance enhancing. It does change your body, and I'm not going with it really. Many side effects. Sweating out when you're trying to sleep. I get that every night now. Every night, just sweating. It's not good. So I'm just going to roll myself a roll up, guys. I'm going to sit down and have a coffee. Try and get my brain in gear. I've took my ADHD medication about an hour ago. I'm not even sure whether that's works properly on me. Get to speak to the ADHD doctor next month. So I'm going to write out loads of questions, because to be honest with you, you get diagnosed, they chuck you on the meds, and you just get chucked out there into the world. Into the world? Do you know what I mean? And I hope the ones with the learning difficulties, which is not me, I'm all high functioning, but so I can work it all out myself. But I hope them ones that have got learning problems get a bit of support, because it'd be horrendous to think that they just leave them to their own devices. Do you know what I mean? Because they're going to have trouble working it all out in their head, where I can work it all out. It may get jumbled up in my head, but I work it out. Which is one of the things really, I say I'm thankful. I'm thankful that all mine's high functioning, so my brain can operate at any level. Whereas obviously, if you've got impaired learning difficulties, you're going to be operating at a lower level. Not going to be understanding it all. I think that's what screws my head up a bit more, the fact that I do understand it all, and I just think it's crazy. The fact that you have to go in front of a board to get funding for everything, but if you can show that it's affected your life, the NHS will fund it, like me. It's had a ridiculous impact on my life. At the end of the day, I'm still here fighting on, and apparently a lot of people are not here. A lot of people can't take it, but I'm still here. I'm still going. That's the sort of mentality I've been brought up with. Is to just keep going. Do you know what I mean? Back when I was a kid, there was nothing. Do you know what I mean? The same as some of you guys watching this and girls watching this. When we was kids, there was nothing. There was no mental health, no nothing. You just cracked on with it. Do you know what I mean? It was seen as a bit of a weakness if you was to whatever. But I don't know. We're living in a different world now. Right. Got a little bit of weed left there. That's it, man. Buy any more. I'm done with the weed. The weed should be quite easy to give up, guys. Before I was diagnosed with the ADHD and that, I used to get right, not Larry, just right uptight and pretty moody. So they put me on lorazepam, which is a benzodiazepine. And I've got to say they're the most addictive thing. That's up there with heroin and all that. Do you know what I mean? Proper addictive. And I got addicted to them. But what I did, before I had my ADHD assessment, I went cold turkey. Was advised against it, but I just did it. And I was rolling around on the floor and all sorts. But I soldiered on through, man. I rolled about on the floor for a bit. It was proper ill. But I made it. Unaided. I'm a strong believer in. They said, oh, you should wean yourself off of them and all that, but to be honest, that just prolongs it, in my opinion. All that weaning yourself off it. I'd rather just go straight in for the kill. Do you know what I mean? And cold turkey it. And that's what I do. And I've given up weed many times before. So I'm just in the front room opening the curtains. Real miserable day out there, guys. I'll show you. I'll swing the camera around. See out there, it's wet, it's raining. It's cloudy. I've got to put some more. I put money on the gas last night. It was asking me for even more money. Fucking unbelievable. Do I want to put a record on? Yeah, I want to put a record on. Sunday vibes, isn't it? Been on here 12 minutes. Yeah, I've got to reduce all the amounts of medication I'm on. I think I'm taking too much. But the thing is, though, to reduce your meds or get a tablet a different size, it's a 2-year wait. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing that I find most frustrating is every manoeuvre I make, it's a 2-year wait. Do you know what I mean? It's just a joke. That's why I've got to get all my questions down. And mine's all funded. They've privatised it. That's what the government's done. They've privatised the ASD, NHS services. So, and the ADHD services. They've privatised it all. And that's why I had to go in front of a board to get back to the NHS hospital in London that I was originally diagnosed at. They tried shipping me out to some private one. Which I wasn't having, basically. Might turn that radiator off. I'll take my book and glasses down. Started wearing my dad's glasses. And to be honest, to help me read, I'm still reading the Rankin Roger autobiography, My Life in the Beat. I've got to say, it's all about two time now out of the beat got together. It's a really good read. In fact, I should really break it down and do a little story on it. But here we go. There, pad's all charged up, 100%. That can come down. Oh, that's getting dropped. So I'm just trying to take everything down that I need. Need that, I need to scan that. Right, I'm just going to put the phone on here, guys. And try not to drop it all as I make my way downstairs. Get the gas card out again. They're putting the gas up again, I think. Reopen the coal mines, I reckon. Put a tune on. The Kings. Kings, that's for sure. Sunday vibes, bit of Bob Marley maybe. What do you reckon, people? Oh, specials. Best of specials, you have a bit of specials? Specials on a Sunday. I'll tell you what, we'll have the Fun Boy 3. That's what I'm going to do. Fun Boy 3 on a green vinyl. This is probably my current favourite album. I've got to order some new styluses, guys, for my Technics. And my other deck, my JVC. Anyway, whatever you're doing, have a good one. I'm going to upload this video.